Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm here today to show you how to replace an Omnipod 5. This is the insulin delivery system. Last time I showed you how to replace a Dexcom continuous glucose monitoring device. So it is time to change my pod. My controller has been going off and screaming because it's going to expire in just about 20 minutes. So we need to get going. So first of all, we need to deactivate this one. Remember, so we're going to deactivate. So I'll just use my controller. I'm going to push change pod and I'm going to press deactivate. Okay, and it's telling me to wait just a minute. Okay, it's deactivated. It's asking me if I want to set up a new pod, and I am going to select yes. And I already washed my hands, so I'm going to go ahead and remove this now that it's deactivated. I didn't get to show you this one last time. See how strong this tape is? And you just peel it up like a band-aid. I think it's good for you guys to see what's holding this on. It's the tape that's holding it on. So the only thing that's sticking, I have a little tiny little, it's called a cannula, and it's right there. And so that's what just goes right under my skin to deliver the insulin. But all of this is flat, and this tape is wonderful. It holds it on. So we can just put this over here to discard later. That's the old one. And go ahead and clean up. Get some alcohol and clean that area. I wear mine on my belly instead of my arms. I don't know if I told you this last time. Because I tend to bump into things and then, it knocks around with my arms. Also, when I'm out, I'm in the sun sometimes or down at the beach. I don't want all of that sunshine getting on my insulin. So I'm just real careful about that. So I wear them on my belly just to protect it, so I don't bump into something. All right, we're gonna let that dry, but we can't go back to the same spot. So we're gonna go ahead and go to this side over here. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and tell my controller that I want to change my pod. Set up new pod. Okay, so now it looks like this. Comes in a package like this. Okay, so we just open this baby. And then it looks this way. And there's a little port right here. And this is where you put your insulin in that you're going to be using for the 3 days. And this is our needle. We'll put this here. So I'll just sit that right there and go ahead. I'm going to make sure you screw the needle into the syringe really good. And then I'm going to go ahead and fill this with air with the amount of insulin that I'm going to use for the 3 days. It just helps the insulin to come out easier when you do that. So I'm going to go right there. I take 125 units. So that's what I have there. So now let's go ahead and put this air in here and put it in. And now I'm going to turn this vial, turn it upside down. And I'm going to fill it to the line where I need it. I'm going real slow, so trying not to get bubbles because you don't want to have those bubbles. That means you have air instead of insulin. So, and if you do have some, you can kind of knock it. I'm going to bring it down a little bit more. And, oh, okay, that's good. And then I'm going to push it back in just to get those bubbles out. All right. Good. That's good. Okay, so now we are ready to go ahead and fill the port with the insulin that I'll be using. And then I'm going to wait to hear 3 beeps. 2 beeps. Right there. Hear that? Okay. Okay, so then I'll push next over here. And it's communicating with the Omnipod. So while that's communicating, I'm going to get my new site ready. And I'm going to go on this side right here, right across from the Dexcom this time. Just clean this up in here. You may hear some clicking. Okay, it's priming. Getting the insulin where it needs to go. That was kind of dirty. Let me do a big one. I'm going to go right up here. Okay, then I told you I use a lot of alcohol. That's just me. So I need to make sure it's clean. All right, now we can let that sort of be drying. And while that's still priming, I will cap this insulin. Okay, it's telling me now that it's time. It's primed, and so it is ready to go onto my body, on my belly. And so this is the tab that protects the cannula that's in there. And you're going to take that off, and then we just peel the tape off. And then we are ready to place it. And we're going right up here. Be careful with your placement. Make sure your tape is nice and flat. And you just go around like this, like 3 times. All right? Okay, so the tape is holding it on. But now I need to go ahead and insert the needle. So I just kind of push my belly up a little bit like this. Kind of helps to, you know, take a little bit of the shock away. But really, guys, it's just like going to get a little prick, a little shot or something. So I'm gonna go ahead and push start, and we're gonna hear it start counting down. It's asking me if I see this pink right here, and I do. See, it's a little pink section. And then once it inserts it, this pink will slide up. And so that's how I know it's inserted correctly. So I'll put yes. If you listen, you'll hear it count down. Oh, hear that? That's it. And see, now my pink is over here, so it is in there correctly. Yay, that's it for that. Okay, so let's see. Yes, I see pink. And go to automated mode, yes. Okay, now look, I already have my, it's already set up. It's already communicating with the Dexcom G6. It's saying that I'm 168 is my glucose reading. My glucose reading is 168, and that's because I just had dinner a little bit ago, so that's fine. 1 hour after dinner, they don't want you higher than 180. A couple of hours after dinner, no higher than 140. So I'm doing well for the time that I ate. Okay? So that's how you do that. It's all done. Ta-da! Okay, I'm good for 3 more days. Okay, bye. We'll see you on Wednesday. Have a great week. Bye-bye.